4 days, 10 hours, 8 minutes, 36 seconds until Hogwarts Legacy finally releases and we get to play. Here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's Speaking of release times, Hogwarts Legacy has finally updated the official release global early access times for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. And as you can tell, it's going to release midnight Eastern Standard Time for me and pretty much the rest of the world locally. But it'll be 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the West Coast. PC, your release time is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, meaning 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's going on, all my wizards and witches? We are ever so close to the release of Hogwarts Legacy, and things are starting to heat up. I'm going to react to an amazing breakdown of yesterday's trailer by Legacy Gaming. There's a lot of leaks going on, people. There's a wand customization full video out there somewhere floating in the Hogwarts sphere. So please be careful if you want to avoid spoilers on the internet. Comment down below, let me know what you think so far, as we only have 4 days left, and subscribe if you're brand new. I'm going to be doing Hogwarts Legacy videos all year long, so please hit that subscribe button with that post notification bell so you don't miss out on a thing. The live stream is already set up. I'm going to be doing a Hogwarts Legacy launch stream, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, February 6th. So make sure you're there so we can enjoy Hogwarts Legacy together. Oh, I can't wait!
Right off the bat, I have to comment on this opening shot. I see signs, I'm immediately zooming in, and you can actually glean quite a bit from what's hanging off this Hogsmeade billboard. The one that's most intriguing to me from a gameplay sense is the broomstick with an X through it. I think this is setting us up for a no-fly zone within Hogsmeade, which...
See, I didn't even notice that. That's why I love watching other people's breakdowns of trailers, games, and anything else, just because they see things that you don't see. And yeah, I didn't even see that. A no-fly zone? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that, bruh. I should be able to fly my broom wherever. But it says a no broomstick right there. They didn't say nothing about a hippogriff or a mount of any animal.
Makes sense because the only shots we've ever seen of the famous Wizarding Village, our character is on the ground. I do think these sorts of guardrails are important from an immersion perspective. If you have no restrictions on flight, big important aspects of the game can quite literally seem minuscule from 1,000 feet in the air, so grounding the player really helps them absorb the world around them. While also not entirely a surprise, there's also callouts for merchant goods and potion supplies, both of which we knew were going to be part of the Hogsmeade experience, vendors that you can purchase items from. I also love the foreshadowing here with the No Trolls Allowed sign. You'll all remember the iconic shot from the State of Play trailer way back when. Well, here we are actually confronting the troll right outside of Dervish and Bang's, the wizarding equipment shop. How this all ties into the larger story, well, I have no clue, but my guess is the goblins have something to do with it. Can we also just pause for a second?
So, okay. I did notice this in the trailer, but I didn't make mention of it because I didn't know if it was like significant or not. But apparently it is, because the first trailer we seen of this troll, it didn't have the colorization on the armor, but now it does. And that's what he's about to talk about as well. But yeah, hey, I like the improvement.
Second and take a look at the difference between the troll in the State of Play trailer and the troll in this launch trailer. Clearly the team has done a lot of work to give it a facelift, and it really does look a lot more imposing in its current state. Now, one of the next shots provides us a lot of context around the Wizard Field Guide.
All right, so when I first watched the trailer, I called this the Hogwarts book. Now, and again, it might be called the Hogwarts book, but I like his name for it, the Field Guide book, because as we've seen in previous trailers and previous gameplay, there's these pages all around Hogwarts that are called field pages, and I guess this is what that book contains.
We talked about this for months now. The guide is essentially our menu system, but it's so much more than that, acting as a hub for a lot of the content within the game, including gear, collections, and Owl Post, which is still a huge mystery. If we slow down the shot, we can actually see a lot of important Harry Potter iconography, including a dragon, the Whomping Willow, a Thestral, and even something that looks remarkably similar to the Deathly Hallows.
Uh-oh.
While not outright confirmed, news of a Deathly Hallows related achievement circulated a long while back that simply said, wield a Deathly Hallow, so I'll be really interested to see if that all plays out.
What do y'all think? Are they going to put the Deathly Hallows in the game, man? Oh my, or Hallows, I say Hallows. But man, if I can get my hand on that Elder Wand.
Regardless, the book is meant to be part of the narrative that allows us as fifth-year students to catch up with the rest of our fellow classmates. It's also great to see Deputy Headmistress Weasley here being the one to present the player with the book, setting up that entire relationship. We also see Headmistress Weasley a little later on in her classroom setting as Professor of Transfiguration. This is actually the first time we've seen her in action and the first time we've been in her class. We've known about the existence of her character since the State of Play trailer, but it's all starting to come into focus as to how she'll impact our experience within the game. Speaking of teachers, how about our first look at Professor Howen, teaching a small group of students about beasts, more specifically, unicorns.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed the unicorn all rip.
While only a small part of the established Harry Potter lore, we know unicorns are very much real creatures within the wizarding world. It's also very possible that the magical beast class isn't tied to learning new spells, but in fact how to unlock new mounts, or more realistically, how we care for creatures within the vivarium in the Room of Requirement. I also got a kick out of the Dury call, teleporting into frame as we back away from the shot. This is a creature we first saw in the Fantastic Beasts series, and as we've just seen, has the ability to teleport. A few shots later, we get our first real look at Ollivanders. Keep in mind, this is the second location of Ollivanders found within Hogsmeade. We can actually see our character standing outside of the shop when confronting Victor Rookwood. Now, if you know the shop's iconic brand, Ollivanders, makers of fine wands since 382 BC, then you'll know that this character here is most likely not the Ollivander we know from the books and movies, but perhaps a relative. The Ollivander we know, Garrick, was born in or before 1909. It's not confirmed. Even still, the timelines don't line up, so this is most likely a new character still within that same family. What's even more interesting, and I think you'll all find this fascinating, is just how unique looking the wands they present in this trailer actually are.
Now, right here, the wand customization is, like I said in the beginning, it's leaked. It's out there. If you are dying to find it, I'm pretty sure you can. But the wand customization is pretty dope from the little bit that I looked at, because I didn't want to look at too much of it. But yeah, it's pretty dope. And I said this earlier, the fact that not all the wands look the same. So there's going to be some level of customization. And I don't think that the wands just being able to be found in the open world is going to be a thing, just because it doesn't match with how wands are like generated in the story.
We can clearly see different visuals, and I'm starting to really think this is going to be a big focus of transmog. I don't think wands will act as item drops in the world. That would make no sense within the context of the lore, but I do think there will be opportunities to visually change up your wand. In fact, in the recently released preview footage, we saw players receive this item as a quest reward. At the time, I speculated it was a Room of Requirement decorative item, but it could also be part of a wand skin. Perhaps there are different aspects of the wand you can customize while maintaining the important essence of the item. If we jump forward a bit in the trailer, we also hear our character talk about their ability to see whispers of ancient magic. This is the first time it's ever been acknowledged that we can sense the lingering presence of this force, and it coincides perfectly with that moment of connection between the player and their chosen wand, which really sets up the story that we'll be able to channel our ancient magic abilities through our wand, which we've seen quite a bit of recently with all of the preview footage. We even get a taste of that here as we confront that troll, tapping into our ancient magic and pretty much evaporating him. Ancient magic is one focus of the game. We all know that, and in the trailer, we see a bit more of our adventures with Elazar Fig, the magical theory professor. We're in the same underground area we've explored in other trailers. While we have no idea where in the world this place is, we do know it's teeming with ancient magic, and if you pause the trailer at the exact right moment, this looks strangely similar to the ancient magic symbol.
Ah, look at that. So obviously this scene is us unlocking the ancient magic. I wonder if it's going to be like other games where you got to go find different pieces of the magic and it'll do a different spell unlock or something like that.
That makes sense, right? Elazar has really been positioned as the character that unlocks and helps us understand our connection to the ancient magic. Fast forward a bit and we're smack dab in the middle of some absolute ancient magic chaos.
Woo!
And man, gotta hand it to the team here as these enchanted knights are dropping down just like they did in the movies, Deathly Hallows Part 2. What really caught my attention was this scene here and the introduction of this absolutely massive enchanted silver construct. This screams boss fight. I can't be the only one that's thinking that, but this could possibly be the protector of a secret treasure, the one that Ranrock is hoping to possess. That could tie into this shot here where we see our...
So with this big golem looking robotish knight thing, I don't know if I can wholeheartedly say it's a boss fight because he is fighting the goblins, but in the same sense, I can see that it is a boss fight because maybe we witnessed that he erupts when the goblins try to get the secret that it's hiding. And then because we also need to go get that secret, we're going to have to take him on. I don't know, but what are y'all thoughts?
Stepping away from the ancient magic storyline, we also get a glimpse at a companion storyline, that of Netsai Onai. We know, thanks to the preview footage recently released, that Netsai is the one who helped save Highwing from the poachers. This really lays that all to bear. Obviously, there's going to be some heavy fighting to free these magical beasts, but what's interesting is the inclusion of not just Highwing, who we know is snowy white, but also a darker brown hippogriff. Could this mean we're looking at even more cosmetic options for our mounts? That would make sense, and this definitely sets that up.
So the biggest thing that I noticed about the companions and stuff like that, there's a companion from each house. So Poppy is from Hufflepuff, Natty is from Gryffindor, then you got the other guy, the dueling guy, is from Slytherin, and I don't know who we're going to see from Ravenclaw. But apparently the companions are definitely going to come from the other houses.
I also want to call attention to this epic combat sequence. It's such a great showcase of the Protego or shielding spell mixed with just some awesome cinematic combat. I did notice this wizard's vest and the symbol on its back. I feel like this is going to be significant as it looks strangely similar to the Dark Mark.
It looks like Slytherin to me. That's all I know.
We'll have to keep an eye on. Finally, in this one was a bit of cheesy video game storytelling. We end on a shot of Headmaster Black and Deputy Headmistress Weasley toasting the students. Cut to our dorky wizard standing up, cup in hand, as if he'd just conquered the castle.
Shout out to Legacy Gaming for an amazing breakdown of the reveal trailer. I, for one, am super stoked, super excited to get my hands on this game. I cannot wait. 4 days is way too long. I can't contain the excitement. Please, if you don't do anything, smash that like button if you like this video. Comment down below. I want to know your thoughts and your excitement levels or your not excited levels. And subscribe if you're brand new. Like I said, I'm going to be bringing you all kinds of Hogwarts Legacy videos all year long. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button with that post notification bell so you don't miss out on anything that I'm going to have for you. And like I said, just a reminder, February 6th, which is a Monday, come on through the live stream, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be having all kinds of fun talking Hogwarts Legacy, playing through as a Ravenclaw. I know y'all been peeping it this whole time. Y'all see the merch? Y'all see the Ravenclaw merch? Let's go, man. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it was. It's your boy dubscp, here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's blood. Deuces.